This video is sponsored by PokeTownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCGO code cards. Want to start playing competitively? It's very easy to do so with instant email delivery with the codes, and they have a huge variety of codes up on their website, reaching from league battle decks, specific promo codes, or even the latest booster packs in town. So definitely check out PokeTownStore.com, and you can use the coupon code ZapDosTCG for 5% off your next order. How wonderful is that? Also check out cardmarket.com. This is a European platform that I personally use every day. If you're a European player, you're obligated to check out the link in the description below. We're going to be able to check out Card Market, and you can buy cards and sell cards to people all across Europe, so definitely do so. You're going to be helping me out a ton. So definitely enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace! What's up YouTube, it's ZapDosTCG here, and welcome back to another TCG video on my channel. Today we're going to be checking out another deck profile video, and this is something you guys were very eager to see. It's another deck profile from Battle Styles, and this time around it's a one prize fanatic. It's going to be Galarian Mr Rime. This is a fantastic deck because the damage output can be as high as you want it to be. So I'm going to be explaining how the deck functions. First of all, we have of course a new Galarian Mr Mime. I suggest you play 4 copies of this fella because it actually can get back, it actually searches your deck for an item card and you can put it in the hand. So this is the better Mr. Mime that you want. But more on that, we have Galarian Mr. Rime, which is able to slap 10 damage plus 40 more for every ball card you are willing to discard from your hand. Very similar to Fireball Circus, so I'm eagerly a fan, of course. We slap this 10 damage plus 40 for every ball card we decide to discard from the hand. We can use triple accelerated energy or twin energy to just have required energies to use the attack, which is nice. And in our list, we are running 4 twin energies and 2 triple accelerated energies because we don't have any cards that allow us to discard crucial things from our hand. The only card that has some synergy with that is like the quick balls, but other than that, nothing will discard cards from your hand. We're not even running research. Instead, we are running 4 copies of Birdkeeper. Very similar engine to the Steelix deck with NASA, but this time around, the Birdkeeper allows us to just switch that Snorlax in the active position. You already see that we're playing 4 capture energy, and the 4 capture energy is going to be early on. You can attach it to a Galarian Mr. Mime, and you can find yourself a Snorlax and then retreat into it, either thanks to Scoop Up Net, Birdkeeper, or just manually retreating. I do think the Mr. Rime, actually Mr. Mime has a 1 retreat cost. Yeah, that's perfect. So that's what I thought. So you can just easily get that Snorlax in the active position. Also, you can see that we have a new supporter, and that's going to be Mr. Ball Guy here. And this Ball Guy actually lets you search your deck for 3 item cards with the word ball in their name. So that's going to be awesome. Very nice in the early game to set up because a level ball has been reprinted. Search your deck for a Pokemon with 90 HP or less and put it in the hand. So the good news about this specific archetype is that you can get out Mr. Mimes with this, and you can also get your Yamper out of the deck. And Yamper is going to play a crucial role in this kind of a list because as soon as you slap down a Yamper on the bench, you can search your discard pile for a Poké Ball and a Great Ball and add it to your hand. So that's going to be awesome. You're going to be discarding Poké Balls and Great Balls all around, and then Yamper can get them back. And of course, you can repeat the process with Scoop Up Net. So this list is very self-explanatory. We also have some Jirachis in here because as soon as you use Stellar Wish, find Ball Guy, you actually get a damage output of 120 added to your total count. So that's going to be awesome. You also have Oricorio. If you get knocked out during the opponent's previous turn, which almost always happens, you can make sure you can draw 3 extra cards. So Stellar Wish, 3 extra cards because we do run Birdkeeper, so you have a great access to like the Jirachi. Even if you're stuck, you can use Birdkeeper. So what we're going to attempt to do here is this. Using something like Birdkeeper, Stellar Wish, Oricorio, get a huge amount of cards in hand, Yamper's on the bench, getting some Pokeballs and Great Balls back, and just fire away with the Galarian Mr. Rime for 1-hit KOs. We have 2 copies of Boss's Order, so make them count. Don't discard them because we have no way to get them back. No Eldigos, no Mewtwo. You could technically think about adding a Mewtwo in here because we have the Scoop Up engine. That's entirely up to you. If you can find a space, you can add a Mewtwo in here so you can add up your count. But I do love the fact we're also playing Lieutenant Surge's strategy. At one point, the opponent will not expect it. We're going to be behind in prize cards because we're hunting VMAXs anyhow. And then we use something like Lieutenant Surge strategy, Ball Guy. Ball Guy gets 6 ball cards from the deck. You get them. Then slap down some Yampers, get some Pokeballs and Great Balls back, and just say, yeah, we're gonna be knocking you out, and it's gonna be fantastic. You draw 3 prize cards, is good like that. So which ball cards do we have in this specific list? We have 4 copies of Great Ball, which is nice. You can look at the top 7 cards from your deck and select the Pokemon we have, and we have 18 Pokemon in total. So in combination with Capture Energy, it's going to be nice. So the early game will be very strong because you have a very consistent list with, of course, lots of Ball Engines and Capture Energy and Snorlax. The bad thing is that the more ball cards you are using early on, the less your damage output becomes. So I suggest playing Great Balls and Pokeballs. Hopefully they work out. The Pokeball lets you flip a coin of heads, search your deck for a Pokemon, put it in the hand. Play those first, get your setup, you use Capture Energy, get your stuff, Great Ball, then Pokeball, because those are cards we can get back. Stuff like Quick Balls and Level Balls, I would use those to attack with, but definitely get yourself a Snorlax in the active position and 2 Galarian Mr Mimes on the bench. That's all you need, and then use something like the Gormandize, try to find everything you need, and then out of nowhere, Bubble Guy, Yamper, boom, crazy attack, and it's gonna be awesome. Also, things that could be nice in here is Great Catcher, just because you can then play Supporter and Gust at the same time. But we do have Lieutenant Surge, so sometimes you can use Surge, Ball Guy, and then Bossazors, which is also a great thing. But this deck has a great time against big HP Pokemon, like multiple prize Pokemon, yeah, V Pokemon, V Maxes, Tag Teams, all those things. That is what you want to see. Against other 1-prizers, I don't know if it's going to be as efficient as not, but you have to discard 3 of the Ball Engine cards to just get rid of, like, yeah, typical 1-prizer. Although the 1-prizer that I'm thinking about is like Volcanion and Blacephalon, and you hit weakness against that, which is already a great thing. And we did not even talk about the weakness. We hit weakness against Centiskorch VMAX, we hit weakness against Rashizard, and we are able to rely on the good old classic Gormandize. If you want to be playing it with Research, be my guest. But in testing, I do love the Bird Keeper here, because not only can you get Snorlax out of the active position, you can also get Jirachi in the active, and Jirachi will always get yourself extra damage. If it finds a Pokemon Ball card, you can get 40 extra damage. If you find the Ball Guy itself, you can actually get 120 extra damage output. So the maximum damage output, let's just calculate. Let's say early on you got rid of a Quick Ball, you got rid of a Level Ball, which is fine. You still have 6 of these cards combined, as well as your 4 Pokeball and 4 Great Ball. So in total, that's huge numbers. I'm talking about like 400 damage over here if all goes well. But you only need at most like 300 and something to just get rid of VMAXs. So I'm a huge fan of the deck. We also have Ordinary Rod, because otherwise you're running out of attackers. And I've also seen working out, sometimes Snorlax can also get an attack going if you use Capture Energy on the Snorlax. Sometimes that happens. So Snorlax can also, yeah, take a prize card on something like a Galarian Zigzagoon or something. It happens from time to time, but the best thing is, like, this Pokemon has, of course, this aims to go for 2 prizers, and that's why there's only 1 Ordinary Rod in here. We're not running Research at all, so we don't have to worry about discarding a lot of these things. The only thing also something I love to do is like using Quick Ball on a Pokeball and Quick Ball on a Great Ball, and then use the Yamper so you can get the Great Ball and the Pokeball back, which is something I love doing with this deck. But you don't have to be afraid of like, oh, I'm gonna be running out of attackers, because you have 2 Bossazors, make them count, select 2 prize Pokemon. Every deck will, of course, have a 2 prize Pokemon to set them up, either like a Crobat or a Dedenne GX. As mentioned, we also have a Crobat in here, and like very rough situations, because we have so many Ball Engine cards, sometimes you will need to use something like a Crobat to just dig, because they will reset stamp you to 1 card, and that's where Crobat comes into play. You can find it with a Pokeball if you're lucky, or finding it with a Great Ball, and then slap Crobat down, get a huge hand, slap Oricorio down, get more hands, switch over to like the Jirachi with a Bird Keeper, Stellar Evasion. You know how that goes, you get so many cards with this list. Very similar to Blacephalon, but instead of finding fire type energies, we are looking for ball cards. And if there's more Pokemon ball cards released, I'm thinking in the like future, maybe they're reprinting Ultra Ball, maybe they're having another ball like Heavy Ball coming back. You never know, but the more Pokemon ball cards they're coming in the format, the better this deck will become, because you can actually have better ball engines, more consistent ones. I do love the fact we get in Level Ball, and Mr. Rime unfortunately is not searchable with Level Ball. It would have been awesome if this guy had 90 HP. But unfortunately, that's not the case, but we cannot have it all, right? So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of the crazy Galarian Mr. Rime deck. If you're a fan of the deck, be sure to let me know down below. Also, if you want to see some more deck profiles, if you have an idea, put them down below as well. I'm going to be reading that, and maybe one day it will turn itself into a video. I thank you guys for watching another TCG video on my channel. On this channel, you get daily Pokemon TCG content, so be sure you are subscribed so you don't ever miss out. Also, huge shout out to our sponsors. We have PokeTownStore.com, the best place to get yourself yourself some TCGO code cards, and yeah, you can use the coupon code ZapDoseTCG for 5% of your next order. And they're gonna have battle styles in about a month or something, so they're gonna have it very early. If just keep refreshing the site, and battle styles will appear at one point. We are making videos very early on in the season of the battle style, so hopefully you guys appreciate that. Also check out our other sponsor, that's going to be cardmarket.com, and that is the best place if you are a European player to purchase cards and sell cards to people all across Europe. Anyhow, have yourself a very fantastic rest of your day. Thanks again for tuning in today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace!